Hey y'all, welcome back to the MANSTUFF shop. Hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna do a little something a little different. I don't do a lot of this on video, but I'm gonna do a video on this one. And what I got here, y'all, is I got an old Uncle Henry LB7. Oh, she rough, ain't she? Rough as a stucco bathtub. I cleaned off a little bit the tang stamp right there. The Uncle Henry LB7. It's a Straight Plus. Of course, it's Uncle Henry. It's going to be Straight Plus. And this is the way the knife came to me. It came to me in this shape. It's rough. It's rough. My rim oil over here. It's it'll close, but it's sticky, and it's got a mess on it. But we're gonna do something right here, and I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do it, and don't care. Got a broke tip on it right here. See that broke tip right there? I'm gonna clean this knife up, and I'm gonna fix that tip. Probably not gonna worry about sharpening on video, but I might. We'll see how long it takes. But I'm gonna clean this. Now it may not be a polished job, but I'm gonna clean this thing up, and I'm gonna do it 100% by hand. I'm not gonna use no machinery at all. None at all. No electricity, only the old man's arm. That's all we're gonna use on it today. But I do have extra power. We'll get this open right here, and did you see that? Just like Popeye's spinach, Dr. Pepper. Let's get with it. I'm gonna turn it down on the table, and let's get with it. First thing I'm gonna do, y'all, is I'm just using this little old wire brush, and I'm gonna try to clean this blade up, and you'd be surprised what this right here will do. This is it's doing a fantastic job already. I need to put something under that. Let me see if I got something to put under it without having to go all the way around the world. Let's do it this. I tell you what, I'll do it this way. Let me take my ceramic rods off right there and turn this around like this. Turn this around like this, and that'll kind of help. What I'm doing here today, y'all, is I'm just trying to show you that if you find a knife out in the wild and you don't have a shop, or you don't have, a bunch of tools, a bunch of power tools and stuff, you can clean a knife up and you can fix a tip. That's the whole purpose of me doing this. And the stuff that I'm using is very inexpensive to use, to buy, to acquire. And that's the reason I want to do it this way today. Now, sometimes you may, I'm not soaking this knife. I don't think it needs it. Don't think it needs soaking. Sometimes you might have to soak it in some mineral oil, but I don't think this one needs that. So I'm gonna try not to do it. And I may not be able to get a polish on it. We'll see. But I will be able to get this thing cleaned up. And what I'm gonna do, y'all, is I'm gonna clean this blade up, and then I'm gonna fix the tip, and then I'm gonna clean the knife up. But I want to be able to fix that tip first. I'm telling you, it's already. Y'all can already tell. Y'all can already tell it's cleaning up. Oh yeah. Get all that nastiness off of it. Those big clumps. That's what see, and this thing is stainless. Remember, this knife is stainless, and it had all that mess on it. So don't ever think, remember it says stainless, not stain proof. So it can get barnacles on it or whatever, and it can rust. I would say, if I didn't know better, I'd say this thing was probably laid in a tackle box or a toolbox or in the floorboard of a truck, you know, something like that. And that's what's got it in the shape it's in. Yeah, that's starting to clean up. Now you see, you still got the stains on there, but you've got all that rough stuff is off of there. All that rough stuff is off of there. So what I'm gonna do, let me turn this over. So I think what I'm gonna do, y'all, is I'm gonna use a little bit of this semi-chrome polish, and I'm gonna see how that'll do on that blade. Let's see how that does. We'll give it a try. See how that cleans up. This stuff right here is some jam up stuff. You'll see, if you can see on there, you'll see the more I rub it, the darker it will get, and all it's doing is just pulling the imperfections out of that steel. It's pulling that nastiness, because you got to remember, that steel has got pores in it. It's porous, and it's steadily pulling that stuff out. It just gets darker and darker. You have to be careful, because I'm doing it with my hands. You have to be careful, you know, not to cut yourself. And the best way to do it, to not cut yourself, is always go in one direction. Don't do that. You know, even a dull knife would be done laid you open. Just cleaning that up right there. I think that's going to really come out pretty good. That's going to really come out pretty good, y'all. Hey, I'd also like to take the time, you know, this is Sunday. This is Sunday while I'm doing this. I'd like to take the time to thank everybody that was in the live last night. And we had a really good time. That live went 2 hours. And we had a good time. And I just want to thank everybody for joining in on that. It was great. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. We just hung out here in the shop and talked about knives and man stuff. Oh my goodness, y'all. And like I said, it's going to have a little bit of stuff left on it right there, but I'm not sure that's going to come out anyway. But look at there. You can see the tang real good now. Oh, yes. I'm going to drink to that, y'all. Give me just a minute. Let me drink to it. Now, this video right here is going to be a lot of this. So I'm going to do this one more time, just to double check and see if anything else will come off this side. That nail nick has turned out really, really well. Really well. Yeah. Sure has. Sure has. My goodness. Yeah, man. I'm going to do the semi-chrome clean one more time on this side. Because I can. Well, I knew sooner or later I was going to drop that. There we go. How about I lay it over there and just leave it alone and quit taking it off, because I know I'm going to use this a lot more. Y'all see that? See that stuff's turning black again, y'all? Look at that. It's just turning black. So we got more stuff. We got more imperfections coming out of that steel. More dirt, more nastiness coming out of that steel. Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. Oh yeah. Now y'all, I apologize. I don't know how to do, you know, music and all that kind of stuff on my videos. So y'all just have to listen to me bump my gums. Or, you know, you can always mute it if you needed to. I'm gonna work on this blade on this side now just a little bit. This side right here seems to be just a little bit worse than the other side maybe. All right, let's put a little semi-chrome on there. See how this one does. Oh yeah. She nasty. Yeah, she nasty. But this right here is going to help out a whole lot. And if you'll notice, what I'm doing is I'm turning that edge up just a little bit like that, and that keeps it from cutting me too. Of course, this thing's dull, so it ain't no big deal. But it is for sure. Can y'all see? Can y'all see how it's turned colors? Oh yeah. Get that out the way just a minute. Let's see here. Use this one. This is going to make somebody a real good user. It'll make somebody a real good user. When I get through with this knife, it'll either be traded off or sold. I'm not going to keep it. I'm thinking that ain't too bad. Yeah, now look, y'all, it's got some, you know, it's got some staining on it, and it may be able to polish that out. But the purpose of this video is to not use any electric tools. We're gonna do this all by hand. Now we got that part of it cleaned up enough. Now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start working on that tip right there, and we're gonna try to fix that tip. And I'm gonna show y'all that it ain't as hard as you think it is to fix a tip. Not one like that. You can certainly do it without using a piece of equipment. And I'm gonna show y'all that right here live. Right here live. And we're gonna get that keen point back on it, just like she was born with. I'm hoping y'all can see that. I don't know how to get it no closer. But one thing you do is you do it a little bit at a time. Now don't get all excited. Don't try to be in no big hurry. You know what I mean? Don't try to be in no big hurry. Just take your time and work each side back and forth till you get it. We already getting real close. We getting real close, folks. Oh, we getting real close. Now what I'm doing, you see I'm working it back and forth. Working it back and forth. Now we're gonna roll this over to the fine side. Now we're gonna work it on the fine side, and I'm not gonna use near as much pressure. Not near as much pressure now. Not much more than the weight of the knife. Not much more than the weight of the knife. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? There she is. Now don't get me wrong, the knife needs to be sharpened. And we may do that in a minute. But when it comes time to sharpen it, that's gonna help it too. But that point looks really, really good. Really, really good. Oh, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. We'll go back to the table. I'm quite proud of that. Absolutely. Get in there where y'all see it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. See, there we go. We fixed that tip. Now it still needs to be sharpened. Okay, so don't worry about that. But we have fixed that tip without having to use any electricity. Our forefathers done a whole lot more without using electricity, that's for sure. All right, now look, let's close the knife. I'm not going to oil it just yet, so let's close the knife and let's concentrate on trying to clean this knife. Let me get me something to lay it on right here. And I'm going to clean this knife. Let's see, let's open it back up for just a minute and let's start with this. And we're going to clean these brass bolsters a little bit. We're going to clean them brass bolsters just a little bit. Brass is really very forgiving. Remember that. Brass is forgiving. And yeah, boy. It ain't gonna be too hard to clean this old knife up, y'all. Not too hard at all. Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. All right. My goodness. We're gonna use this semi-chrome right here, and I want y'all to watch. I want y'all to watch that brass right there. And just this right here will just absolutely transform it. And I'm gonna put it on that wood and that brass. Now don't get me wrong, this is not the same as doing a high polish on the wheel. It's not. What I'm trying to show y'all here today is that you can clean the knife up. Now I'm not talking about make the knife look brand new, maybe, you know, like with a high mirror polish on everything, but you can clean the knife up without having a bunch of electric tools. That's my goal here today, is to show you that. I can take it over there and I can put it on the wheel, on the buffing wheel, and just go crazy with it. But I'm I'm wanting to do it this way today. Wanting to do it this way today just to show you that it can be done. Just to show you that it can be done. I'm going to put some more on there. Put some more on there. And get one of these cloths right here. What I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to get all that nastiness off of there. Trying to get all that nastiness off of there. And I was just noticing, this knife has brass pins. Let's see if I can get this thing where you can see better. This thing has brass pins here and here. But this pin right here, it's either steel or nickel silver, and I don't have my magnet close by, do I? Yeah, I got one right here. That's nickel silver. That pin there is nickel silver. That's a little funny. Well, that's a little maybe not funny, ha ha, but funny, We'll get this old wire brush right here. Clean this stuff up. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Like I said, now if you want a mirror polish, you will have to go to the buffer to do that. What I'm trying to do here today is just, like I said, I'm just trying to show you that you can clean this knife up without having to use them high dollar pieces of equipment. Everybody don't have a shop, and I understand that. I went years without having a shop. Years. I've done work every which way. I went years without a shop. So I understand that totally. See there? She's coming. She's coming clean. Now don't get me wrong, this takes a whole lot longer to do. It's going, makes a whole lot longer video, but there you go. I don't mind making the video if y'all don't mind watching. I know these longer videos that folks don't care for them as much, and that's okay too. Ain't no sweat. I'm making the video cause I enjoy it. Now what I'm about to do is I'm about to show you these right here. These little diamond erasers. See there? Just a diamond eraser. You can get these off of SMKW. You can get them off of Case website. You can get them at Amazon. These things right here is the best thing since sliced bread. Y'all start watching. This right here will clean this brass up like nobody's business. These things are about $10 or $12 for the both of them. I'm using the fine one on this brass. I'm using the fine one. And it will absolutely clean that brass right up. It will clean that brass right up. Y'all, this is going to make one fine looking pocket knife. Gonna make a fine looking pocket knife. I hope y'all enjoying this type of video out of me. Like I said, it's not something I do very much, but look at that. Shining right up. And there again, I'll say this several times. You know, to do a mirror polish, you're going to want a a buffer, or even a buffing wheel on a Dremel tool. You know, something like that. If you don't have a shop, let me get up here. You know, if you don't have a shop, you know, but you can still do things. You can use tools like this right here, with a little buffing wheel and some compound at your dining room table. You know what I'm saying? And you can fix stuff like this right here, right there at your dining room table. So just trying to give you ideas on how to do it. I'm sure most of you know how, but there may be somebody that watches this video that don't know how. Now, I will say that if you got one that's gummed up as much as this one is, you want to use some type of cleaner like this to try to get all the gunk off before you use this, because this right here will start gumming up if you got too much gunk on there. So you want to get all this gunk off, and then get your eraser out for polishing. And I'm not advocating using your finger to do this, but it's just the way I do it. I think I was doing one time before, and somebody said something about why wasn't I using gloves or something, and I have to be doing something really, really rough for me to have to wear gloves. You know, if I'm working out on the homestead, cutting limbs and stuff, yes, I'll use gloves, but this right here, it's just like I can't get the feel of it. I can't get the feel of it. So I just like using these awesome hands that the good Lord blessed me with. And don't get me wrong, when I get through with this, my old hands will be hurting. I'll have to go take me something. But that's all right too. I'm hoping this is coming across over there on that camera where y'all can see all this. Use this one over here. This one right here's got a little more bite to it. I need to order me a new set of these right here. I've had these for quite a while, probably 2-3 years, but I've had these. And one thing I will tell you too, when you use these right here, you're going to get stuff in your knife that's going to have to be cleaned out, washed out. That's just going to happen. So just be aware of that. That's going to happen. I don't care what nobody says. That's polishing up pretty darn good. That's polishing up pretty darn good. Clean my workstation up here a little bit. Give me a little swig of this Diet Dr. Pepper, if y'all don't mind. All this talking and carrying on causes me to get dry throat. Y'all, that's turning out really, really good. Let me get. I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna use this on this blade just a little bit, because I think I might can get some more of this stuff off that blade. I know I'm getting out of frame. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be doing that. I'm not used to doing this on camera, so y'all have to forgive me. Well, you don't have to, but I'm asking you to. I'm not the best in the world at all of this tutorials and stuff, but I did want to do this one right here. I've had this for a while, been trying to decide whether I wanted to do it on camera or not, and I just decided today that I'd go ahead and Go ahead and put it on here. Y'all not gonna believe this now. This old blade is turning out really good. It's gonna have some stains on it because it's got a little bit of pitting right there. Just a fair small amount of pitting right there. That ain't gonna come out, I don't think. This poor knife right here was neglected and done wrong. But we gonna save it. We gonna save it. Yeah, that helped a whole lot. That helped a whole lot. A whole lot. A whole lot. All right, let's get back up here and do some more cleaning on the knife. This is gonna be a pretty knife, y'all. Gonna be a pretty knife for somebody to own. Pretty one. My goodness. See there, I'm telling y'all, it don't take much. It don't take much. Just a little bit of love and a little bit of elbow grease. We'll clean these old jewels right up. We'll clean these old jewels right up. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm becoming really proud of this one, the way it's gonna turn out. Really proud the way it's turning out. Oh, I done got out of frame, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, please forgive me. Now I know I done went over 30 minutes, so if you're still here at 32 minutes, Lord knows I appreciate you. I don't know if y'all gonna watch it that long or not. Don't know. Don't know. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Clean that. I tell you what, these knives with all this brass on them, they look pretty when they clean. They ain't so pretty when they ain't clean, but they look pretty when they clean. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Oh yeah. Yes, sirree, Bob. Do a little bit more work on this side right here. And the other thing too is when you're doing it by hand, y'all, it just, I don't know, it's just a little more therapeutic to me. That right there. Now don't get me wrong, okay? For lack of time's sake, I'm gonna let's see. Now, let's see, y'all. I'm gonna do something right here. Y'all hold tight with me. And, well, you know what I'm gonna do? Tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me, where'd I put my stuff? Lord, I don't even know where I laid my stuff now. There it is. Let's see what we can do right here. Y'all give me just a minute here, and let's see. I'm not gonna do a full sharpen, but let's just see. Let's just see what we can do here. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You notice I've tried my best not to run off of the stone. Sometimes I do, but you try not to, because that's how you keep that keen point. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, that's what I've done is I started out with 10 passes on each side, and the way I do it is I progress from 10, 9, 8, all the way down to 1 and 1. And then I'll do the 1 and 1 usually 3 or 4 times, and then I'll go to the ceramic rod and sometimes to the strop. You know, just depends on the knife itself. This knife right here is going to take a little bit to get sharp. Well, it might not. Y'all hang with me. Let's do a little something. Instead of progressing down to 9, I'm going to go ahead and go to the 5, okay? 1, 3, 4, 5. Y'all not gonna believe this, but this old knife right here is gonna sharpen up. Y'all get ready for this. All right, you see we progressed down to the 5 right there, okay? Well, I'm gonna go to 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, popped off there. And y'all notice that I hold my rock. Let me talk to you a minute. Y'all notice that I hold my rock in my left hand. That's just the way I was taught to do it. I see a lot of people that lay their stones down flat, and that's the way they do them. That's fine. I can't do it that way. I just flat dog can't do it that way. Just won't work for me. Cause I tried. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Let's go back down here. All right, y'all see I progressed down to 3, okay? Now we're gonna go from there, and I'm gonna go. Let me see if I got it right. Let's see, here we go. Now I'm gonna go 2. Now we're gonna go 1. Let's see where we're at. Just for kicks and giggles. Y'all see that? Y'all see that, old Terry? Y'all see what old Terry has done? Y'all see that? Y'all see that with your own eyes? She got just a little bit. Now what we're gonna do, tell you what we'll do. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna put my ceramics back in. And we're gonna hone them just a little bit. Now let's see if I done. Let's see what I done. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? All right. There it is. Now I got to clean this thing out. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. But I tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put just a little bit of rim oil on this thing. Pick that up so I don't cut myself. I'm gonna put a little bit of rim oil in there. Put a little bit of rim oil in there. I think I'll put just a little bit right in there. I'm not a big fan of these lockbacks because they hurt my hands. That rim oil will also help shine up that wood a little bit. But y'all look at there. There she is. Just a hand clean job, and I can continue to go further and further and further. That rim oil will also help clean that brass up. It'll clean that stuff out of that brass, and you can just keep polishing and cleaning. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this crazy little old video today. I've enjoyed doing this. I just wanted to show y'all how you can clean up these old knives even though you don't have a shop and you don't have a bunch of equipment. You can get you a little old box about 10 inches square with some hand tools and some cleaning product, some sandpaper, stuff like that. You don't even have to have those little diamond blocks. You can use sandpaper. You can use 600 grit, 1000 grit, 1200 grit sandpaper and do the same thing, clean up the same kind of knives and make them look. Now if y'all was here at the beginning, y'all seen how nasty and how ugly this old knife was. And now you see this old Uncle Henry LB7. Still got some grit in it. I ain't worried about that right now. I'll continue on that later on. I'll blow it out and stuff like that. That's a good looking knife. We got the tip back on it. We got it sharpened back up. Y'all, not only, you see that? You see that? She'll shave hair too. Ain't too bad for an old gray-haired man. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you. Y'all come back again. Ain't no telling what you might see here in the MANSTUFF shop. Uncle Henry, made in the USA, LB7. She's ready to go. Love y'all. See you next time.